Hello, hello, I believe we live and wait a minute. Sure everything's getting right. We audio. This is Green Path right now. Alright. Last time we began the game and we started the game and we got through the Forbidden Forgotten Crossroads and we got to the end of Green Path where we faced a mysterious needle user named Hornet, and that was where we left off. It's coming up here to the Lake of Un. We didn't even talk to Coral yet, our buddy. Oh, hello there. Seems we both tread far from the path. I can hardly believe those dusty old highways led to such a lush and lively place. This building suggests some form of worship, though its idol has clearly been long forgotten. Doubles equally well for a moment's respite. I saw a strange fellow out there. He seems taken by the lake. I'd planned to offer greetings, though I'd figured I'd first tend to my nail, on chance of our meeting going poorly. Your nail looks like a fine instrument, but showing signs of wear. I'd wager up there it would take you far. Down here, however, I suspect you'll soon meet dangers the surface world can't. Columnist is perfect for vigilant explorers like us. So tense and thrilling. In this place, you're either alert or you're dead. Alright, that's all. So, let's get started and let's go talk to the visitor. He was the man captivated by the lake. Oh, okay. I thought like we could at least interact with him a little. Oh wow, I didn't even get any geo for that. That sucked. Anyway. I've actually never like tried to like just like look at the lake with him and not immediately attack him first. RIP. Anyway, we can as you can see on our map, we have lots of areas of Green Path to discover. Go further. We last left off letting what's his name? Zote die. I don't even know if I name dropped him, but we let Zote die, and that's okay. That just makes things easier in the long run for us, because I never wanted to, I don't want to fight Grey Prince Zote in off chance that we can. Basically, Zote is a comic relief character who says he's so high and mighty and then is awful, and Grey Prince Zote is who he is in his dreams, and it is a fucking nightmare of a boss fight, if I'm being completely honest with you. I've beaten the most difficult pantheons in the entire game. I've beaten every boss in a boss rush, per the requirements. Per the requirement that you need to. And I still, to this day, I don't think there's many bosses that I can say, actively, I cannot confidently beat. And some of them are, of course, the final bosses of the game. And Grey Prince Zote, in my Pantheon runs, what the? The green children walked from the dream unto these lands. Now we shall wait, patient, for the call to return. Alright. No, there's some bosses that I confidently could beat, and there's some that I can say I probably would struggle with. And Grey Prince Zote is probably, I definitely, absolutely would still struggle with Grey Prince Zote to this day. I might have to one time just show a boss fight, just because the sheer ridiculousness of it all. I don't know. As you can see as the... Oh, here he is. Yeah, so I'm gonna let him die. That is a boss, kind of. It is just, like, king of these things, the Vengeflies. Or it's like an important figure of the Vengeflies. And, like, that's cool and all. We will fight one later, I think. Or you can even come back and fight it later after it's already killed Zote. I don't want to even look at Zote again. I need to get up there, I guess. Basically, we have beat Green Path, or at least, like, yeah, not beat Green Path, but we've got what we needed to get from Green Path, which was the dash. And now we can move on to exploring more in the crossroads. Maybe we can go south of Green Path, or we can be in a new area that we've never seen before. I wonder where this is. Oh, seriously, I think I know where it is, but I just want to... Oh, I had it, and then I panic dashed. I don't know, when, spoiler alert, when you don't have double jump, everything is 10 times scarier than, I remember. Hello. Man, I don't wanna... Ow. I didn't have any soul to begin with. Oh, bastard. Yeah, my controller will sometimes disconnect. I'm using a wired one just because I'm lazy and don't want to use all my batteries up. Damn, how is he not? 2, 3, bam. Now let's go see what was in here, and I also need to get more. God, there's a lot of these. Oh, it's Boulder Shell. Well, you know, that kind of makes sense. Alright, this is kind of spooky, being in 3 masks. I have no, I have, like, no soul. And I'm not a big fan of not having soul, at least, serious. Because as you saw, like, that was, if you're not prepared for it, if you're not prepared for it like that, it's stuff like small stuff like that can really catch you off guard. I genuinely did not know what was down there. That's why I was confused. And so, you know, it's just like that stuff. I think Steelsoul is difficult for that reason, where it's like it's not even like the most difficult of stuff that will kill you most of the time. It's just like stuff you're not prepared for. Like well, cool. Like for me, I remember one of my runs ended on a boss called the Crystal Guardian, who on his own, very easy. Because I was looking up where a bench was, and he guards a bench. And I remember I was looking for a bench because I was down bad. I had like 4, maybe even 3 masks. And I was just like, damn, I need to get to a bench, I need to save, like, I need to update my map, because I didn't have compass on, I don't think. I was like, I'm freaking lost. Oh, God. Like, I'm freaking lost, I don't know where I am. Fighting, like, or, like, getting to this bench, god damn. I think my nail is longer than it is. Which, ooh. Is also indicative of another charm, or that's basically spoilers again. Spoilers as in like, oh darn, like I'm foreshadowing like probably, I don't know, 15-20 minutes into the future. One of the charms I'm going to be using is a charm to make your nail longer, which we'll get after we defeat probably, I'd say one of my top 3 favorite bosses in the game, but that is about as much detail as I'll give you, because that boss fight specifically is so awesome. And I think that boss fight is one of the things that you should, I don't know, I say experience by or for yourself, even though, like, if you're watching, you're not going to be experiencing it for yourself, which is half the battle. I remember my first time playing through the boss fight. It was incredible. I was genuinely so surprised by the design and the music and basically everything I've gushed about forever. And I don't know. Again, give it like 15 minutes maybe. And we'll get to it, and I'll show it, and I'll. Oh, it's back, and I don't want to fight it. I don't really care. Yeah, alright, let's just keep going. Just pay attention. Awesome scenery. This is officially, remember where she, like, flipped away? This is where it is, and I'm gonna sit on. I'm not even gonna sit on the bench. I don't need it. I have full masks. Whoa! Alright, we're gonna sit on the bench. I don't care. I want to save a little bit of soul. I went to, I don't even know what I was trying to do, but me doing it led to me accidentally dashing off the edge. Map updated. We can now see that we can go down, and that's where we're heading next. Again, I don't have the maps completely, I don't have the map memorized, so I don't know where everything leads to, everything that is taking us, so this is going to at least be genuine in that regard, to where I don't entirely know where we're going, and I'm kind of leading off of vibes alone at this point. Like, I'm leading off of the vibes. I'm leading off of, oh hey, like, I think this will be fun. Because I know the rough estimate of what we need to do, and I'm okay with just leading like that. And if you'll see, I thought that was one of the not piranha plants, but like Venus flytraps, like using those like leaves as a marker, but I was wrong. We can go down here and we can figure out what's going on. Lots of lots of mean guys. You know, just a spell or two, spell here, spell there, and we're ready to rock and roll and kill them all. Get some geo and just listen to some nice music as we continue along the journey. Alright. Again, just every once in a while, if you don't want to do some slow nail combat, just, oh, bitch. Send a spell at him. No, we got those spells for a reason. We also have the ability to focus and regain our soul for a reason. Sloppy. My nail. Now, parkour areas, and by this is a really, I'd say a pretty generous parkour area. These can be killer in Steelsoul, because trapped with limited masks, just like that, it's so easy. It's like I'm not even trying. We get Thorns of Agony. This is bitch. This is actually a really good badge. Or charm. It's a really good charm. I like it a lot, personally. I won't go overcharged for it, that's for sure. But I think when I get more charm notches, which will hypothetically be in the, I will definitely be putting it on. Give me a quick water break. And then I'm also gonna load into the stream myself. I actually haven't done that yet, so. Just to at least make sure that everything is going. Everything is going at least somewhat smoothly. And we're back onto the area of the map we have seen, and I believe we can just go this way and go straight down if we would like, which is what we're going to do, because I believe that's the next area I want to go, which I will believe takes us to another interesting area, the area that Elderbug was mentioning, the so-called Fungal Wastes. Again, another very beautiful aesthetic area in the game, and it's decently aesthetically different than here. Surprising in its own right. It's really nice. But first we'll go into here, which is, I believe, another dude I want to see. Not particularly, but not what I was thinking, but a bench, you know, just a rest, save, get us some map, and then those bastards, I'm not even gonna play around. I hate those plants. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Oh. This, I believe, you need the Lumafly lantern for, or at least like what's coming next. I believe that is the first actual use of the lantern. Yes, because you can do shit in here. I'll show you how dark it is without the lantern. Yeah, so I'm not coming here. I swear I thought there was something here for us. I'm not gonna lie. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's kind of that's the fun of everything. I have no idea if I'm right or wrong, but I thought there was something in the gen. We can check over here, maybe, just over our bases. This seems like it's the boss room. Ah! Yeah, there it is. It's the Rampant moss charger. Or whatever. It's weird. I can never get the timing down to juggle it, but it's easily juggled. Like you can stagger it over and over, or not even stagger. Like you saw as I was like recoiling it. Like you can recoil it the whole time. I just never ever in my life have been able to get the timing down correctly for it. Like I can get a couple hits in before I have to like dip. I almost dashed into him that time, but yeah, another like mini boss. I don't even believe it gave a name. It's a Rampant moss charger or something stupid like that. It's pretty simple, pretty basic, you know. There we go, and then it gives you, I think, like 100 geo or something. Oh my god, more than that, Jesus Christ. That, now, we're like 2/3 to be able to buy the lantern, which is very cool. Ow. I don't even know if there's anything besides that here. Or besides that to, like, be here. We can always, you know, check, I guess, the room after the boss fight. Birds. Ooh. I believe this is just a lot of pogoing on those motherfuckers. There's a chest up there. I don't remember how much I want to do this. I don't know what's up there. More importantly, I guess we'll find out. I thought that would be worse. Oh, wow. Like 100 geo or something. Or 85, I guess. I don't remember. Oh. Fine, I will do it. And this, I believe, is where we cannot do it without more upgrades. As you can see. Oh, bitch. Fuck, again, oh god. And you can see, just clumsiness itself, and not even, like, messing up, got me to fail twice. And then the varying heights of being able to pogo are another spooky thing. And I can get my timing itself off, but I am a beast, so I didn't. Also, just for, oh damn, just for the journal, you can kill those with spell if you would like. I guess. Oh wait, nope, that's the wrong direction. I believe I was gonna say now we can go downwards to the wastes, because I think we're at the appropriate time. I don't know. I explored elsewhere. I have gotten the geo from the mod. I think we've heard enough of the Green Path music. I mean, as beautiful as it is, I can always afford to hear different music. Let's head into some bubbles. Now, we don't have a map for this area. There's the fog. This is very spooky. Do not hit these big jellyfish. Kill you quickly. Do not touch them. Do not kill them unless you are ready for it. It is a scary experience, and especially with 4 masks. And no double jump. It's very spooky. But we can always go down to the stag station. Unlock one of them boys and also kill some of these bad boys. We're hopping. Get some good old fashioned that's useless to me. But anywho. Gotta be very... This. It's a banker. Well, maybe I should... Hello there, dearie. I was just about to close up shop and run until you came along. I provide a banking service if you're interested. Losing one's geo is a terrible thing, and it's so much more likely if you carry it on about yourself. My vault is so much more secure. In all my time as a banker, I've never lost a single geo. Maybe consider opening up an account? I do not want to. I will do so at a later time. Specifically when we have enough. And what do you mean, enough? Well, enough. When we have enough, I will do it. We've entered a new area, Queen's Station, to where we found our good old pal. Isn't this something? I not expected to discover so huge a stag station after that foggy descent. The bogs of Hallnest must have been an impressive lot, building such grand structures so far into... Seems the dangerous creatures hadn't yet made their way in here. It's the perfect place for a quick rest. Can you imagine this place in its time? Hordes of bugs traveling about the kingdom, stag bells ringing, the station bustling with activity and life. No only are like, even though it exists. As a special thing, I suppose, to cherish these sights, even in their decay. Is that just but faintly you can still hear the echo of the bells. God, I love Quirrell so much. He's so cool. And where he's about to hear. Oh, what the? Oh, coming through the streets, have you? I've chanced upon a unique little fungus growing right above us. I've only found it in this station, and the taste is just divine. This place must have been quite the hub built at the border between two lands. That misty drop to one side and those bulbous growths another. Neither place seemed particularly welcoming, so while my little treats last, I think I'll stay right here. Riveting. See, I like the fact that it still shows different bugs, you know, living about and going about their lives, like, not like nothing's happened, but more just like going about their lives despite the fact that all dead, dead and gone, you know. Let's buy another stag station, another 120 geo. I think it's a really neat way to do a travel system. You've opened several stag stations now, haven't you? I'm thankful for the opportunity to small travel through the kingdom. As I visit more places, I feel my memories returning to me. Like the stagways of my mind already once more. Continue to open the stations and you'll have my deepest gratitude. Ah, this gladdens me. The Queen's Station is open. This place was a bustling hub of travel, well placed for travelers visiting the outer edges of the land. You're quite the explorer to find this place. Yes, I know. And now we're going to continue onwards through the Queen's Station. Excuse me. Now this... You're wondering, what's that noise? And you see there's another mask fragment right there. But how do we get to it if we can't do anything about this? We can't particularly wall jump. That's it. There's no leading there. We can't wall jump. So, we can't get to that mask shard yet. So, we're going to continue into the bulbous growths, as she called it, and enter the Fungal Wastes. Listen to this banger music for a quick second. I'm gonna try to be quiet.
Ah, my short friend, you've caught me at the perfect time. I'm just about to finish charting these noxious caverns. Very territorial types make their homes within this area. I suggest avoiding them wherever possible. Further below, some strange thin creatures gave me quite a scare. They seemed an intelligent bunch. In my youth, I'd have braved their caves, but I fear my matured physique would not be able to outrun them were they to turn violent.
First map of the area. Yes, of course, Cornifer. My boy. I love Cornifer so much. To basically get to any area and find out that I'm not like bouncing super high. What the? Let me like get up. Jesus. No, these are supposed to be the shrooms you like jump super high on. There we go. Alright. Cornifer is one of my favorite characters because it's just like no matter like how far you are in an area, how distant of an area you are, he's always there first. He will always be there first. Oh, I didn't think that'd still be alive. Cringe. Ooh, that's gonna explode.
Well, that's rather cringe, wouldn't you say?
That's one of my favorite parts, is just that he's always there, ahead of us, basically. And he also mentioned some thin, intelligent creatures to the south, and I'm not going to lie to you, gang. That is actually our next on the list. There is no itinerary, but if there was, it'd be right there, or I guess in the south particularly. Also, I don't remember if I can like access this area. The answer is I can. I cannot. Oh, well, I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. That's whatever. Don't care. Won't think about it too much. Enjoyable enemies. Dead L. Trash. Only HEO. You can see the fumes are getting thicker down here. It's like hazy. Like hazy, kind of, and like I don't know. That's cool. This is also cool. We can keep adventuring, I would say. I would not say that is a dangerous idea, as of now. I would say, coming up, that boss fight I was talking about might be our first actual, like, somewhat difficult boss fight, just because, specifically for that boss fight, if you get off of rhythm, if you get off of the rhythm of the fight, you can very easily pull hearts. Like, without even trying, and this is just wait, no, hold on, this is where I went the first time I had thought. Oh. Okay. Didn't even think about up here. And if you see, there's the needles, so we're entering a fight. Ow, dick. And that was a fun little boss fight. And we get a charm notch sword. I genuinely didn't know that. That's really cool. That means we can put on Thorns of Agony soon. Whenever we get to a bench. Man, it's the little things. You know, I like the fact that... Well, let's continue progressing. I like the fact that, like, random mini-bosses that, like, are not difficult still do have... Oh, God. Still do have a function, which is, I don't know, a charm notch here and a mask shard there, you know, like really random things that like you wouldn't think of, like random mini bosses fill that utility of like out of the blue. It's a locked door, as far as I know at least, so we're not going to be entering there anytime. Going to kill that motherfucker. Those things deal 2 masks each. There are certain random enemies that deal 2 masks, and it is some of the most annoying. They are some of the worst enemies. Oh, I literally went into acid to not get hit with 2. I did it again because I'm afraid, so I'm just gonna go into the other room. Deal with my fears. I also looks like a boss fight room. You know, I'm at full masks, whatever. I am a man. Oh, it's cloth. Aha! The tiny steps of a tiny creature. You've got the look of an adventurer, so we've much in common. Searching for dangerous places, Well, you're I track. A long-necked critter warned me of a tribe deeper down, a warrior sorts, so she says, and I'm itching for some serious combat. Sharp, my adventurous friend. Stay alive, and let's meet again on the road ahead. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go back this way and see what I can adventure over here, because the left is where we're supposed to go to progress, I believe. Relatively. I believe this could be the thing I was thinking. We remember the Elder. No, but I do know what this is for. This is for the future. This is for a decent amount in the future, actually. So that's cool. Sorry, I was drinking water, and then I didn't want to get hit by that. Well, so much for that. That's cool, though. I'm really happy about that. That's what, basically getting hit by, something that deals 2 masks of damage sounds like the fucking boom sound, or the vine boom sound effect. Oh, you pogo off of the mushrooms. Now I remember. I know. Oh, you get sense. But yeah, no, getting hit for something that deals 2 masks of damage is fine. Boom sound. It's kind of funny, but also not, because the bosses that deal 2 masks of damage are genuinely cruel. It is cruel and unusual, I would say. All right, we've found the thing that takes us back up, but we need. How in the... What the... Hello, Hornet. Fancy seeing you here. We need to go this way, I believe, to things. Bastard. Yeah. And now we can't. Here ends the pilgrim's way. Hollownest's heart lays open before you. Proceed onward to share its glory. There's nothing else there that we can do right here, right now. Therefore, we won't. I might go up there and steal some soul off of that boy. It's just what the doctor ordered. Some nice soul from a fungy boy. Or I could have literally just stolen it from either of these 2 goons down here. Goblins and gremlins. Get some more geo, see how much we can get. We need to buy the other mask shard that Sly is selling. We can go this way, I believe. I believe there's the lock that we can open, maybe? Ah, bastard. Really, that's like annoying to deal with, huh? Alright, cool, that didn't even kill her. A worm. Alright, cool. Oh my god, how did they respawn and or not die in the first place? I believe this is towards the locked door. Yeah, there it is. Alright, making sure I'm not going insane. Wow. Riveting stuff. Alright, cool. Now we basically can go through the kingdom faster, I suppose. Oh, oops, oh god, oh my god. These little buggers just do nothing except lounge around and get in my way. Like, fine, I guess. Happens to the best of us. Excuse me. Alright, now, however, we cannot get up that door without further aid, so we can go this way and introduce ourselves to innings of a new area, the Mantis tribe. And I'm not gonna lie, their rhythm, everything's rhythm based, their rhythm, very hard for me to get down. The ground troops even, it's very difficult for me to get. Like I can, oh my god, I can deal with their leaders decently well, but them, not so much. Like that, like with them, parrying is really helpful. And also they're like one of the first enemies to have a lot of health and fly at the same time. Wanderers seeking death, welcome. May you find swift end upon our claws. I believe it'll give us the intro in the next time. Or the next like bottom screen we have. And we see that it is in fact it's a village. And it's very dangerous to come down here as early. I mean, it's not even this early, really. They are an early game. This is an early game area, to be completely fair. But like these enemies, like the ground troops, I find really difficult to deal with. Their range is longer than our nail. And they dash pretty far. They get to be very, like, I struggle with multiple of them at a time, especially, or I struggle with like one on the ground, one in the air type beat. You know, like what, oh, like in that, like I jump, it is in the air. Alright, like that is a high attack, high sweeping cleave, you know? Leave the benches and like the bed. It is not. Where's the bench? Where's the bench? Please, God, I need a bench. I want to. I would say I want to save, but like I do not believe saving would help me in this situation, as I will die otherwise. Oh, the bench is just still down here. Okay, dude, like that's fucking range right there. God bless. Like, cool, like, there's a reason why that we need to go and do the boss in this area. Oh, cool, alright. I love this area. And, like, it's so cool. It is such a cool area. I'm not going to even front that. It's just, I'm particularly bad when I don't have all of my, mobility. Such as benches and the likes. Yes, and this leads to a specific area that we cannot access, and this is the dash master, of course. This is just a little hideout with the mushrooms. However, there's a wall that we cannot particularly get up. I wonder. Foreshadowing. Keep that in mind, as I will probably never return to this area because this is important as you think. However, I want the bench. Where's the bench? I want to be able to rest. Alright, anyway, so yeah, okay, we'll show us the name. Yeah, we're, and I already said, I believe. Yeah, we're going to the Mantis village, and there's a very specific reason why we need to go to the Mantis Village, and it's to get some upgrades. Particularly a charm that I really want. And also a upgrade that kind of is required to keep progressing in the game. But, you know, both of those are of equal importance to me. I remember when I was younger, and by younger, like the first couple of times I played it, I really hated the flying ones, but mature me now realizes that the ground troops are much, much worse. But before we continue, allow me to be right back so I can get some water. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will be right back. Alright, and we're back. I have received water, and I have bathroom. Time to continue with Mantis Village, and I believe Mantis Village. Hold on. I believe, I don't know, Mantis Village might be a good way to start, a good place to stop. At least as far as Hollow Knight goes, I'm willing to stream other stuff like I might Destiny if, and by if desired, or I might just wait. That's the fucking thing, is there, you can't stagger them. I don't know, again, listen, there are certain mobs that I find more difficult to handle than others, and there's a couple that, like, everybody hates. These motherfuckers, not these, but, like, those motherfuckers, just the ground troops. The bare minimums. Those are the Goombas. The Goombas of the Mantis Village are, like, ridiculous to me. I can't deal with them. The way they back up, the way they dash faster. Ah, bro, I can't. I don't rock with it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not rocking with it. And then that just unlocks. And the fact that at the peak of their swing, oh, first off, that as well. I haven't shown that off yet. They can swing at you if you just repeatedly pogoing on them. Which malarkey. That is oh my god. All the way over there. Watch the jump. And to do it again? Even funnier the second time. Holy shit. It's even funnier the second time. Alright, there we go. God bless. Okay. This brings us to the important item within the Mantis Village. Mantis Claw. Spoilers! I told you, or foreshadowing, I told you we can jump off walls. It foreshadowed the whole time that we can in fact jump off of walls, some way, somehow. So basically we can, and we need to come get the Mantis Claw to do so. Like, you know, that's pretty useful. I don't know. It's not like the most useful thing in the world, but like, you can use it. It's pretty helpful. That's not where we... Here. I'm up here, get down here, get to some, here. Use it for parkour, and then parkour just go. Greedy, and we can also technically afford the lantern right now. The lantern is not my first priority. I'm not going to even lie to you. But it'll give us more items in general. So you heard the rumbling, you heard the ground shake, quaking. Let us go down and check what that might have been. It's also known as the giant hole that had the little bit of light coming out of it. Like, oh yeah, no shit. That's going to open. That's where we need to go. I'm kind of just, I don't remember what's in here. That we cannot interact with that particularly yet. So, again, it's just some nice things, some nice foreshadowing for later. Everything respawned in the 2 seconds I was gone. Cool. So I'm gonna go down here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try to get through it as fast as humanly possible. This is the relative challenge part of the Mantis Village, and I want to get it done as fast. Like, these motherfuckers hold aggro a while too. Also insane to me. Open this door. Slide down. Open this door. Take one more action. We can as much geo as we can, and then we're gonna slide down. Hit this door. Get more geo. We are at first and foremost materialistic at best. So now we have doors open. Kill that man, and then we're going to go. However, this door is shut, so we're going to need to go through the other side. Do the exact same thing. Now you might be watching and saying, damn, this looks kind of easy. It's because, yeah, I've played this game a lot. And I specifically speedran it in like 4 hours one time. Oh, and I've also gotten myself into a sticky wicket, isn't it? Like, see that? That's some bullshit right there. Ooh. Alright, whatever, cool. The ability to just look at me and go, oh, you in the air, that's cool, watch. You've been watching a film, huh? That's cool, watch this. Ready! If anybody even knows what that's referencing. Oh. Hey. Guess we'll come back later to do that, I guess. This motherfucker respawned. The ground, the foot soldier didn't, which, but or we could have left through the door, but I thought my way was cooler. Alright, that was... Wait, what? Oh, I didn't even go down. I am really dumb. Okay. Or wait, no. What? I'm not dumb. Okay, maybe I am also dumb. Oh, no, I got it. But anyway, I thought I was being dumb. I thought that was a wall. Get some soul and move on and get to down here. Now this, it will actually, here, let me put both ears on of the headset. This will be my first like real challenge kind of the Steelsoul run. Hornet and False Knight and everything else was just a precursor to, I believe this to be, again, one of the most fun, and it's not even that hard of a boss battle, truthfully. However, it is kind of hard when you only have 5 masks and the weakest of everything else. But let's talk and not even fight. Let's take in the music. And let's take in the battle music. God damn, this nail is so weak. How many more? Okay, so anyway, so now we've entered phase 2 of the fight, which makes it even more fun and chaotic and even, like, harder to, even, like, harder to talk through. Basically, phase 1, like a big, like, very nice dance, symbiotic, and all of the right things. This terrifying dance. This is like a tango into your demise. It is beautiful and deadly in all of the right ways, as this beautiful harpsichord is going on in the background with incredible music. This ambiance is incredible. You are trying to prove yourself to an ancient race that is known to be intelligent and fucking fierce as hell. And these are, of course, the Mantis Lords. Just beautiful stuff, personally. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad, actually. I was about to say, I need one of them to die soon. Like, I am not on the ropes, but I am uncomfortable at my certain amount of mask level, personally. And that's how it kind of always is that you always get one more damage than the other. Somehow, some way, every time. And now, take a bow. And we have acknowledged that we have defeated the Mantis Lords. Now this door leads into a fucking terrifying area. We will not go there yet. If we want to talk about the game and we talk about ambiance, the ambiance of that entire area, off the charts, insane, terrifying, hate it, will never want to do it again. Okay, but we've bested the Mantis Lords. What does that mean for us now? Now we can go into here. He doesn't shut the door. He bows to us. We bow to him. We get bowed to by all of the mantises. We get a hollowness seal. Those are cool. Collectibles. We get a ton of geo. Good. I was about to say a couple hundred. This is 620. That gives us enough to... This is fuck around money. This is fuck you money. I'm not gonna lie. And then again, the Mark of Pride, which is an incredible... charm. We're gonna sit on the bench. We're gonna look at our map, which we have so painstakingly updated, to see the Mantis Village. That's not what I meant to do. We're going to get back on the bench one more time. And we're going to take off Fury of the Fallen, and instead we're putting on the Mark of Pride. I thought we had 5 notches, but we have 4. Greatly increases the range of the nail. Check it. Okay, you see how long that is? No homo? Take it off. Look at this. Barely can hit it from, like... It's night and day, almost. It's night and day. So, we're going to continue to use... Or we're not even going to continue. We are going to start to use the Mark of Pride. We're going to bow to every mantis we see. And we're gonna continue forward, actually. I honestly don't entirely know where we should go, because I know for a fact we're not ready for, I don't even remember what it's called. I think it's Deep Hold, or Deep Nest, Hollow Deep Nest, maybe. But now, look, we can walk around freely. Nobody bothering us at all. No mantises attacking, no nothing, because they all respect us because we beat the Mantis Lords. That's another thing. I really like the way that they introduced, like, mantis culture. I don't know. I thought it was cool. I thought it's really cool that, like, the mantises have their own culture and own, like, system of battle. And I said, like, system of battle is a funny way of wording it, because if you notice, we fought one sister. Spoiler alert, they're sisters. We fought one sister. And then we fought the remaining 2 sisters. There's a powered up version of this battle called Sisters of Battle. And it's terrifying because you do one and then you fight all 3 of them at the same time. And if 1 is a nice little salsa and 2 is a tango with death, fighting all 3 of them at once is like a fucking orgy of demise. It's terrifying. It's really genuinely, like, it's so, like, by that point you have all of the upgrades that you could ever want and need. So, like, it's not half as, like, daunting as it is right there. Like, right there, one mistake, one, like, error in positioning lost me 2 masks. That lost me 2/5 of my health. Which isn't a lot if you put it like that. But, like, it lost me 30% of my health. So, like, in general, when you are, when we're higher up and we have all of the masks we can get, I believe the most you get is 9. And then when we have as much soul as we need, and we have all of the charms, I believe you also get like 9 or maybe even 10 charm notches. Like, there's, you're a lot more well equipped to deal with fighting all 3. Like, right there, we had enough range to be able to, like, recoil him off. I still also don't have the timing down for everything. That is something I will say, is that there's also charms that, what's up here? Oh, wait. Nah, what the? Alright, cool, whatever. Anyway, so there's charms that also, like, affect your swing speed and, like, make you swing faster. Or, again, and then, like, there's, another charm that's, like, a length increase, but, like, not as big of a length increase as Mark of Pride. And it's, like, all of these things you need to attack with and get used to, because it's different. And this is who I was looking for earlier, this little gremlin-looking bitch.
Don't try to sneak past me. I can smell you. Do you collect a lot of Geo? Give me Geo and you can see something nice.
Hey, to see something nice? Yeah, I'll give him 86 Geo.
Let me show you then. Take a look. Do you want them? If you really, really want them, I'll trade them. More Geo. More Geo.
So, these are some of the best charms in the game. Fragile Strength, Fragile Heart. Relatively. Fragile Strength's the most important. Basically, you're weak, aren't you? You should give me Geo. If you do, I'll give you this charm I made. It will make you stronger. Your enemies and everyone else will fear you. Basically, we pay $600 and we get a charm that's really good and increases our damage output by a lot. And the reason it's so much better here than in the normal game is because we don't have to really experience what fragile means. For us, us being Steelsoul experiencers, we die and we die. We die and it's game over, we're done, we restart. That's okay, especially because Fragile Strength, the one downside, is the fact that every time you die, if you have it equipped, it breaks. And you'll have to buy it again. I believe maybe even for an increased price, but at bare minimum you have to buy it again, another 600 Geo or whatever. And like, that's cool. That's not that much. It gets annoying after a while, for sure. I kind of, I don't know what I want to do next. I don't know what I can do next. I might go Sly and then I might do some like micromanaging real quick. But bare minimum, bare minimum, You pay 600 geo. You can splash water at them, but look, they're just bugs. They're chilling. They won't talk to us, but that's cool. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, but the downside, just in general, the downside to Fragile Strength is every time you die, it breaks and you have to rebuy it, and that can be fixed in one of the expansions areas, obviously, but or not obviously. It can be fixed in one of the expansion areas for 15,000 geo each, 15 or 12,000 geo each. Which, like, is ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous because it is ridiculous. It's a fucking lot of geo. Jesus Christ. But, oh, I didn't mean to dash. It's a lot of geo. But that means that it's unbreakable strength, and it will, you know, remain forever. You will die, and it's okay. However, for us, it's 600, one easy payment, and we get more strength for 3 charm notches, basically. Boom, there we go. We get a soul vessel. No, that's a mask piece, really. That looked like a soul vessel charm to me. Oh, we need to go to Queen Station 2 to get the mask. I want to get a 6th mask, so we might do that, actually. But we also need to see that bench in the bottom right corner before I actually head to the Stag Station, because she has charms for us, specifically charm notches, and that's where we're actually going to spend a... Okay, no, I have an idea. So we're gonna go to Sly first and buy his mask shard. And then we're gonna go down there, spend the rest of our geo on charms and charm notches specifically, and see if we can get enough to equip Fragile Strength. Because having the compass on, having Fragile Strength on, having the lengthy boy blade on, we are pretty, I wouldn't say unstoppable, but we are sitting pretty bare minimum. So we're gonna go to Dirtmouth, and we're gonna go talk to our boy, our man in the stand, Sly. Yeah, just to see what's popping, see what's hanging, see if we can get some extra masks, or at least mask shards. Pop and see how our elder boy doing. Hollow Nest's great treasures, what most of you brave types come to see. Thinking to loot its treasures, I suppose? It must be brimming with them. The city's right at the center of the kingdom, though I've heard the gates are sealed, so gaining entry can be difficult. It'd be a rich bug that could return with even a fraction of the wealth deep inside. Despite my age, I've seen only a few who've managed it. Must say something about the dangerous mysteries. That's basically a spoiler of where we need to go next, which is Hollow Nest's capital city, which is genuinely one of the most beautiful places in the entire game. So we're gonna buy a mask shard for 500 bucks. I think he might even have one more, but I again know the queen's. Oh no, he doesn't. We're not gonna buy that. A simple key is important in some places, so we're actually going to apparently spend most of our geo with Sly, and then see what's popping in the bitch. Oh, Tiso. Pale thing, you wear that nail with ease. If you're in search of combat, you'll find no great warriors in this decaying burrow. I've heard an arena exists somewhere below, one built for our like. Meet me there and we'll test what skills you possess. I'll be heading down soon. Come find me if you dare. Hollow Nest, what challengers await in its ruin? He's Tiso. We'll see him again. He's pretty cool. We've entered, but look at this. Now that we can climb walls, look, we can jump up, and we can get ourselves a Hollow Nest seal. That's basically it, though. That's all that's changed for us. Except we can actually... we're gonna make our way. Things just get easier to... Oh, wait, no, we can... Okay, sorry. I'm really, really bad at just, like, having normal thoughts in my head. Or having things occur to me at a normal pace and time. However, we can go receive our bounty for the worms. As well as access another secret or two. I believe, yeah, some geo, and then... Yeah, another thing for the future, you know. Haha. Oh, man, I wonder what those things are. Oh, motherfucking gruzzer. You say it like that, it sounds like a bad word. Let's go talk to Worm Father here and see let's see what's poppin'. See how much. I don't think I've rescued many since, but like I don't know, some geo. Hit 30, 40, and then that might be a mask shard, honestly. Oh no, it might. It is. We now have a 6th mask. So we've already accomplished what I've kind of been looking for, and we got some more geo. However, we're still going to get more charm notches anyway, and get the other mask shard that is in Queen's Station, or I do genuinely don't, or I do genuinely don't. I don't genuinely remember if it is, motherfucker, if it's a mask shard or a vessel fragment. Either way, I don't particularly care. We need them both. However, we have the Hunter's Journal, which reminds me we can do something really cool. And not really cool, but like it's cool enough, I suppose. We can go to the former boss, the False Knight, and if you remember, we killed the False Knight, and a little grub came out. That's not the right button. Let me see if I can go to the journal and. None of these are who I'm looking for, but they're cool anyway. Well, actually, yeah, here, the False Knight, a maggot driven mad by a strange force. Weak creatures love to steal the strength of others. Their lives are brief and fearful. Yeah. So it's really cool. Now that we have the Hunter's Journal, I feel comfortable doing this because there's only like 2 of these in the entire game. If you listen, you can hear something. Kill them. Maggot, weakest members of the Kingdom of Hollownest, generally looked down upon and forced to do menial labor. Consisting mainly of sweet fat, these helpless creatures make excellent provisions for long journey. The best roasted over open flame. If they try to bargain for their life, just ignore them. They have nothing to offer. And now I realize as I did that, there's a really cool thing you could do even later in the game. But I don't entirely think that it was, I don't think it was cool that I didn't wait that long. However, I have the quote that they say, because I thought it was interesting, especially because it was, you know, let me see if I can find it really quickly. It did say a quote that I thought was pretty interesting. Where is it? Go down. My note apps. Alright, basically it was just one, and like if you look into the maggot's thoughts, it just says, if strength cannot save you, then what can? I thought it was a really interesting like quote, and I don't know. I thought it was cool. You don't have to think it's cool. I thought it was cool. We killed them, strength did not save them. And we can move on from them and never remember them again because they're dead. Basically, the one that was already lying on the ground, was the dude inhabiting the armor, I believe, and they were trying to like revive it or something, or at least you make holy shit, our friend just died, like kind of thing. So that's cool. I don't even remember if this dude actually does double damage or not. He looks like the type of random ass enemies do 2 masks of damage, and he looks like to be one of them. Especially with like the heavy club and everything. I want the last Geo just to be that guy. But he looks like the one, or he looks like the type of random enemy to do all that damage. We haven't entered these areas and explored them yet, so I'm kind of curious. This is an entirely new enemy. It's literally just a bug with sword, which is, again, an upgrade from the rest of the enemies here. And he can even block upwards, which, you know, good on him. That was an interesting sign that I was pointing, but I will not explain what it is yet. Don't want to fall too far down. Kill it, kill the children. I can't believe that, like, it's this animal, this bug's defense mechanism is like, you know what, fuck it, and whatever, just throw the babies at it. Alright, I can promise you that my stick was down. You can open the worm like that, and I forgot there was a worm even here. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't remember what was back here at all. However, let's continue going downwards. There's an interesting little sign again. I wonder what it means. Nothing, but there's just a door with an open slot. But that's about it. I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe we'll see it again sometime. I don't know. Depending. I don't even think you need it like to finish the game or anything, as far as I know. This is where the Gruz mother died. She got her Grussy filled. And now we can, because we have dash, we can go up here to Salubra. Oh, you surprised me. Hello, hello. Come in, sweetling. Come in and make yourself at home. I'm Salubra, and this is my cozy little charm store. Did the townsfolk out there tell you to come and visit? Yes. This is a lovely little village, isn't it? Warm and intimate, full of life. What were we talking about? Oh yes, charms. Okay, so like my controller disconnected in the middle of me talking, and then I accidentally hit the A button, spamming it, so that's cool. However, you can see that she sells charm notches. You need to have 10, 18, and then 25 charms. We'll get charms naturally throughout the game, as well as you can buy ones from her and Sly. Excuse me. So we're gonna buy the cheapest. Actually, I might just spend all my geo here and long nail. I'll get long nail just because it is less charm notches than Mark of Pride. So technically, we could take off Mark of Pride. Hypothetically, well, actually no, we can keep Mark of Pride on and then put Thorns of Agony on. And also, if we like knew there was a boss fight, we could take them off and put on Long Nail and Unbreakable Strength instead of keeping the compass on the whole time. Which, whatever. Compass is cool. Now we've done that, we can let me think. We can go to Queen Station, I believe, and we can handle business there. I think that'd be cool. That'd be pretty sweet. That was kind of sick. I think we can handle business there. We could maybe do one or two more quick things. I don't know. I am interested in ending the stream. I'm not gonna lie. And interested in wrapping up. I feel like the Mantis Lords was a good wrapping up point, but I don't know, we had some extra time. I thought, you know, we could play through more of the game. It's a beautiful game. I don't even remember how much of it I'm honestly through. I know we haven't even hit the crux. I also went the wrong fucking direction. We haven't even hit the climax. We've barely even gotten to the rising action of this game. And that's what makes it great. Is that it's already, in my opinion, very enthralling and very interesting, and I've been wanting to play more of it, but I only want to play the Steelsoul for the stream, because I'm probably going to just upload these VODs to YouTube. Oh, there's Tiso again. Pale thing. You use these old lines? Pathetic. A real warrior carries himself to combat. He has no needs of such conveniences. Leave me be. It's the arena I seek. I've already wasted far too long on these cursed roads. Now. Anyway, that's cool. Didn't ask Tiso, but I appreciate the bitching. We're gonna get on, and we're gonna go to Queen's Station. And we're gonna get that vessel fragment. I believe it's honestly a vessel fragment. I don't think it's a soul, or I don't think it's a mask. But I don't know. I've been wrong before. Again, I don't remember most of the game. And that's what's exciting, is that, like, I love this game genuinely so much. Excuse me. I love this game so much, but I don't remember it, so... Oh, I have to start from the very... I don't remember this game, but I love it so much. I'm gonna recharge here. So, like, replaying it, it has replay value just because I don't remember everything about it. Oh no, that's just, that's obviously a mask. I don't know how I didn't see that it was a mask fragment. Okay. Fungal Wastes, we could go this way. Oh, no, I remember now. Fucking duh. We can go to where, we saw, not Mantis, where we saw Hornet. We can go where she was, like, where we tracked her to. Yeah, like, if I go down here, I think this might be a faster way of going. I'm not entirely sure. I don't entirely care either. You know, speedrun McGee over here. We can hunt Hornet down, and we can get to... That can be a nice cliffhanger, is getting to the Hollow Nest capital. Which, again, genuinely, one of the most beautiful things of this entire game. I remember when I first saw it for the first time, I just kind of sat there and took it in, and I think that's what the last couple minutes of the stream will be, is just kind of sitting there and taking in the beauty of it all. But we're not there yet. We still have to make it. I could die at any second, obviously, so I could die at any second, so let's not count some chickens before they're hatching, such as me not being able to do parkour with stupid thorns. So I'm an idiot, stupid head. Yeah, okay, cool. And so we have to do more. Okay. We have to do more. To get the second part bit. A large knight statue. There's a socket on its chest. Insert the city crest. Bars. I do. I will. And now we can enter. Wait. Why did it fall a little? Motherfucker. Yeah, so we're trapped, basically. Relatively speaking. We can kind of get out. Or not. Yeah, we can't get out yet, hypothetically speaking. Hypothetically, if we were able to get out, it'd be through here. But we can't. So, we're trapped in a place that we've never been before. That's crazy, yo. Why do bad things always happen to us? We don't have a map for the area, though. And there's this new enemy. It's a motherfucker that's really annoying. Spoiler alert. And we don't have a map, so we can kind of go anywhere we want. And adventure for a little. This also looks like it could be a way out. However, it's locked on the outside. Therefore, we cannot get out from that way. Therefore, weird. We have another introduction of, or an introduction of another new enemy, another sword fighter, who is, they're less annoying than the mantises in my opinion, but they're also less competent and also, in my opinion, those deal 2 damage as you would expect, which makes them really annoying to deal with in close proximity. Oh my god, I swear. Listen, just listen to the music. I'm gonna wait till we get outside first, or at least get to a bench. The great gates have been sealed. None shall enter, none shall leave. Perfect, a bench with coral. The capital lies before us, my friend. What a somber place it seems, and one that holds the answers to many a mystery. I too have felt the pull of this place, but now I sit before it, I find myself hesitant to descend. Is it fear, I wonder, or something else that holds me back? The city looks to be built into an enormous cavern, and the rain pours down from the cracks in the stones above. Must be a lot of water up there somewhere. I suppose if the cave roof stayed strong this long, it should hold for us. Before I leave this kingdom, I'd like to see where that water comes from. What a sight it must be. If you look down from here, through the rain, you can make those twisted sentries, their husks still stuck in endless patrol. I'd be cautious around them, my short friend. Their training will not have been forgotten. This city prevents some formidable foes. Isn't this a wonderful spot for a rest? I so love the sound of the rain upon. And this will be the end of today's stream. Thank you so much for watching. To key us out, a couple minutes of just sitting here with Quirrell, watching the rain.